one more thing. Great, we are alive now. Hello everyone, and welcome to the next session of Clouds over Sharn. Here, today, I am being joined by the lovely Mike, David, Jade, and the best of us, maybe, you don't know, Nairi. Okay, so fuck. I have so much shit open. I don't know what to click first. Okay, here we are. Great. So last time on Clouds over Sharn, we did something, and please, oh, the amazing David, tell us what did we do?
So last time, having just gotten back from investigating a factory burning down, who the factory may have been owned by the guy we hate, who kidnapped Rindar's foster parent, Rindar and Matilda's foster parent, and also used to be Blue's employer and seems to be very abusive and horrible stuff. We met a beholder who wants us to destroy his financial connections. We did all that stuff the time before. Coming back from that, just needing a long night's sleep, we got to Rythandel's office to find the very guys we hate so much. They're setting fire to the place. We tried to kill them. We killed some of them. They got away, kidnapping Blue. Rythandel escaped, saving Muldair. Muldair leapt back into the action, commandeered one of their airships, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, pursuing this chase and investigation. Rindar having to fly Matilda to safety against Matilda's will. Meets with an old friend who has news of his missing brother, and I think that's where we left it.
Yes, the half-orc Mikhail that you previously fought and got some money out of him, I believe.
Yeah, he tried to collect a debt from me that was not my debt. I beat him up, took some money, and now we're friends.
That's how it goes, usually. Yeah. So, Matilda and Rendar, you just got over to the site from Rythandel's office. It's still burning quite a lot. And you already see the authorities coming in. There are Mike, the fuck. There are people with water elementals trying to put the fire down. You can see the guards making a perimeter around the building. They are evacuating other people from nearby buildings. You know, the usual shit when something's burning. And you see Rythandel over there talking to some of the guards. And it's just the two of you. It's really late. You've been up all day. You haven't had a proper sleep. You're just done. And there in front of you is Mikhail with his group of adventurers greeting you.
All right, I go up to shake his hand.
He shakes your hand. You know, in the bro kind of way.
Yeah.
Where you hold like this. Yeah. It's so nice to see you again. I have news. I bring news.
I hope it's good news.
there are bad and good news, always. Um, it's just the two of you. Who's this?
My sister Matilda. Matilda, Mikhail.
Hi.
Cheery, this one. So shall we? All right. You join the group, and in a bit you get to one of the airships that fly over in Sharn. It's the moon's slowly setting over the horizon, and the city. The city never sleeps. Not even at this hour. There are lights in most of the windows. There are people traveling through the streets, and it's weird. Through what, just thinking about what you went through, and there's nothing changed around. Like it feels like whatever you're doing, it doesn't even matter to the city at all. And you travel for about 20 or so minutes, get over to the Adventuring Guild, and get off the airship, get inside, and Rendar, it's like coming home. You see all of the other adventurers drinking, joking around, playing cards and other games, just having a fun time while they're resting between adventures. And you move through the building over to the barracks, and you get into this long room with beds next to each other. In some there are adventurers already sleeping, and on one of them, with with his back towards you, you see a very familiar. That person has a very familiar back.
Okay.
Words. I'm such a wordsmith. Yes. And you immediately recognize him. It's Stand. It's Stand.
Yeah. Okay. He's sleeping.
No, he's sitting there.
Okay.
You notice that he's wearing some tattered clothes, and they seem bloody. He looks like he went through some shit.
Okay. Yeah. Not wanting to startle him, I'll kind of get in front of him so he sees me come up too, and I'll clearly be coming in for a hug.
Yeah. And as you get closer, he notices you from the corner of his eye, turns around, and immediately stands up and gives you the biggest hug. It's so nice to see you.
We've been looking all over for you, Stend. What? It seems something happened. What was it?
We got into some trouble. You see him now. He's on his side. You see this short sword and blood still dripping off of it, and you see him from the neck down. From what you can see, he's been whipped, he's been cut, he's been beaten, and he's so much thinner than you remember him. You can't even imagine what he's been through. He immediately, as he hugs you, he kind of puts all of his weight onto you and sits back down on the bed. I've been I don't know where I've been. Prison. I don't remember how long it's been. It's been dark all the time in there. They whipped me, they tortured me, they wanted me to forget. But then Miev, she came in. She saved me. I
Where is she?
He looks around. She didn't make it. She's not dead. No. When we were fleeing, they took her.
Okay.
I don't remember. I kept running. I didn't look back. I couldn't look back.
You said you think it was jail. Do you know, were there uniforms? Who tortured you?
I don't know. I heard these screams all the time, and like these noises, people dying and splashes and laughter. There was laughter always. And as he's saying that, from the back, Mikhail comes in and says, we worked with Miev on this. She gave us money for help. He was under the burning cat.
Under the burning cat.
Yes.
And GM, remind me, there's been a lot of clubs and stuff. Which one's the burning cat?
It's
the one we burned down.
No. It's the one.
No?
You remember the coins?
Oh, yes.
Right.
The guys that were at the place we burned down. The ones that were looking to get blue.
Yeah. And
Right.
they had like this kind of a uniform, all kinds of like different clothes, but they all put together looked very similar. And you remember the people you fought with, Alik? They had very similar clothing in Rythandel's place.
It's under the burning cat. So, to Mikhail, or Mikhail, you've been there.
Miev wanted to go in alone. We were there to just pick him up.
But you know where it is.
Yes. We have a faint idea where it is. He looks over at Stand. He knows better where it is.
Just stand up. You think after a little bit of rest, you could take us there, or at least give us the address?
Mikhail says, I know where the burning cat is. I don't know the entrance they came in. And Stand looks up at you. I don't want to go there again.
I won't make you. But you can tell us about it. Anything you remember. Get a good night's sleep.
I'll try. I'm not sure if I'll remember. It's all just a blur. And he starts shaking. His arms are just like this. He's trying to hold them together, but they keep shaking.
All right. Yeah, just kind of sit down next to him and just kind of go, "We've seen war. You'll get through this too. You know how it works. Give it time."
This feels different.
I'm sure. How long were you there?
I don't know. They kept us in. They kept us in the dark. I only saw light when they came in to.
Do I know
Take care of
roughly
me.
how long he was missing?
Uh, since
Like
you
through previous investigation?
well, when you got a notice about him being missing, it took you about 2 weeks to get here.
Okay.
He might have been gone longer.
So he's been being tortured for at least 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Okay. Go. Don't worry. Miev won't have to put up with it for that long.
I heard her.
She's tough. You are too. You'll get through this.
Just nods.
Kind of standing up. I'll kind of look over my shoulder to him a little bit, kind of down like that, and kind of go and describe Matilda and I's foster father. Say, did you happen to see him there?
I haven't seen anyone.
Okay. But there were others there. You heard screaming.
Yes,
Okay.
they probably were.
So I'll just kind of nod and I'll kind of grab Matilda with me and kind of walk her out the room.
Before you go away, he catches you.
Mm-hmm.
There's a tower in the cogs. They wanted me to forget.
A tower in the cogs.
There was research.
Do you know what?
Something about the plane, about Sharn, about yes, about Sharn, about the connection.
The manifesto.
Yes. They're working on something.
Could you describe the exact location of the tower?
It's I can lead you there.
Okay. Get some rest. We'll try and get Miev. And after that, I think we go after the tower.
You shouldn't go there alone.
Miev's help. We can probably throw some coin Mikhail's way.
He smiles.
Get a
Oh,
few
I love
teams on
coin.
this. I don't think any of the adventurers here would mind stopping from so out of character. From what we've gathered on this, we know it has something to do with disrupting the manifest zone.
Yeah.
So, I think maybe we need to talk with some of the people here. Mikhail, you think you could? The more honorable mercenaries. Think we could round them up?
My group is always ready for rumble.
All right. So yeah, round them up. We'll fill you in on what's going on. We'll need to hit the tower in force.
Yes.
And yeah, kind of start walking out to, kind of lead Matilda out so we can talk outside of the room.
Okay. You get outside of the room. close it, and as you're walking away, you see Stan just lay down and grab a pillow and just go into a fetal position. And as you walk out, it's really beautiful in here. They know how to keep things in check inside this.
Mhm.
And and you see people just going around, chatting up. It feels warm, homey. Matilda, uh, you hear these whispers coming out of the corners. You just hear as you stand there.
Do I hear anything specific?
Nope.
Any specific?
Sometimes you hear this very quiet screaming. You two stand there now, alone. Ish.
Okay. All right, so I think we need to go after the burning cat first. We know Miev's there, my sister, and I think there's a good chance Blue will be there too. Maybe even your father. I think it's probably more likely that he's in this tower. But we're going to need as many people as we can on this, and I trust Miev with my life. I wouldn't mind having her help. And if we rescue Blue there, even better. If we don't rescue Blue there, it means Blue's at the tower.
I don't think Blue's just going to be thrown somewhere you would put just anybody.
Stim can handle himself. If they kept him there, it's a secure enough location. If Miev couldn't get out, it's a secure enough location.
It's not a matter of security, it's a matter of what he wanted with Blue. I think it's a little bit more personal with Blue, don't you think?
I think so too, but I don't think it has to do with the research about the tower. I don't see why he would take Blue to the tower.
I don't know.
And if we hit the burning cat hard enough, and he is at the tower, maybe he'll come to fight us. He won't kill Blue. We showed we cared about Blue. We're still alive. We showed we can kill his men. He'll use them as a hostage before killing, or at least pretend to have them as a hostage. If he's going to kill Blue, Blue's already dead.
You know, Blue wouldn't be in this much trouble if you just let me do what I needed to do.
The fight wasn't going well.
I could have done something still. I was right there. He was right in front of me. Why did you take me away?
You were going to die, and you weren't going to save Blue. I know you want to, but don't confuse want with capability.
Yeah,
we're going to save Blue.
We won't know what I'm capable of doing if you won't let me try, and I haven't been able to try anything, and it's because of that my father is taken, and now Blue is taken, and I just haven't been able to do anything about it.
You've done plenty about it.
Well, where... Do you see anyone else with us? Where is everyone else?
We'll find him. We have other friends here. We'll get word out. Try and contact Mulder. I couldn't keep up with him on that thing. We weren't going to take another one of the barges. Sometimes in war, you lose battles. And honestly, I think this one was more of a draw than anything.
What makes you say that?
We lost a base of operations in a city where we can easily hide. We don't really need it. He's got blue. He knows we're coming after him. We were coming after him anyways. I don't think the situation's changed very much. Just another person to save.
What about what we spoke to One Eye about? Do you
I mean, I
do you
think
really
if
think?
Alik and his men are dead, I don't think he'll care too much if anyone's financing their corpses.
But I mean, do you think we can get some help?
Maybe. But yeah, there's mages here. I'm sure we can pay one of them to get a message to Muldair. Maybe even one to Blue.
Do you think Blue might get it?
I don't know. I don't know enough about magic. I know it can be blocked. I can't block it.
And sometimes it has to be close enough. Which is the problem because we don't know where Blue is.
Yeah. But communication happens. We could find maybe a civis scribe. See if they would know how communication works, what our options were to communicate with someone we don't know their location. You're spent, I'm spent. I think it's time to rest and arrange what we can for the morning.
Okay. Out of character. So how many times have I heard these whatever's going on in my head?
Anytime it gets quiet.
And it started back at the factory, correct?
Yeah. It started as screams, and it slowly faded into whispers.
So yeah, she looks just very disturbed. Sad and disturbed.
Make a wisdom saving throw for me.
Yay! This is gonna go well. Maybe actually. 17?
That's good. Cool, good to know. Muldair, it's your turn. So
Yes.
ever since the fight, you took the ship by some fucking miracle. You convinced the soldiers on the ship to jump off, or you were going to kill them.
It wasn't a miracle. They knew that I would kill them.
Yes. And you've been flying off into the moonset. That's the yeah. It's beautiful. You can see the rooftops of the thousands and thousands of towers of Sharn. See the little lights in the windows. You see the coast from here. If you are really quiet, you can even hear the ocean. It's peaceful. You imagine, is that how it is after?
At this point in my life, there are few things left up to chance. I know full well what's coming for me soon. I know that there's only one way that I can fix it. Perhaps I can do some good when I do it. Perhaps. At this point, Mulder is counting the days until his inevitable demise. The only way to save himself from an ultimate untimely death is to find someone to change it back. And he finds himself conflicted. Finally alone. Finally quiet. Finally able to think. Barrett?
Wait, did you cast Barrett back?
I did.
Okay, cool. Barrett's there. He's been quiet the whole time, just sitting there, shaking, still remembering the fall.
Boy, what we are about to do is going to be dangerous. It's going to be hard. And it's entirely likely that by the end of it, neither one of us is going to come out quite as well as we hope.
Professor Mulder, what am I to you?
Barrett, you've been good to me. Far better than I deserve. I fear that the next step of our journey is going to take us directly into the lion's den.
Professor, I'd walk to hell with you. Lion's Den sounds like a nice vacation.
Right then. I suppose that we're going to need to get ourselves dressed for the occasion. I'm going to cast Locate Person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to locate One Eye.
Can you tell me the description of the spell?
I can do that. Give me just a moment. Do. I always forget. I can just look up everything inside of Roll20. There it is. Describe or name a creature that is familiar to you. You sense the direction of the creature's location as long as that creature is in 1,000 feet of you. If the creature is moving, you know the direction of its movement. The spell can locate a specific creature known to you, or the nearest creature of a specific kind, so long as you have seen such a creature up close within 30 feet at least once. If the creature you described or named is in a different form, such as being under the effects of a polymorph spell, the spell doesn't locate the creature.
Okay. Thousand feet is the
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet. You don't feel the presence of one eye. He must be further away. But you remember where you met Lily. And you remember the apartment that you were teleported from to his hideout.
Okay. Then I'm going to try and find Lily. So I'll go. I think I'll go to that apartment. I think that's a good start.
Okay.
By the way, this locate stays up for an hour.
Oh. Okay. Good to know.
Just FYI.
Cool.
But it's concentration up to 1 hour.
Alright. You move through the streets between the buildings with the flying ship that you procured. And it's getting very late. And you get to the apartment building.
Mm-hmm.
You park your ship.
Mm-hmm.
You get off the ship. And there she stands. Her arms folded, smiling at you. Professor. We've been waiting for you.
I assume by this point you had.
We know what happened in the day hunt office. We were
I
expecting
imagine
something
anyone
like
with
this.
as many fingers and as many pies as you do. Something as big as that probably did not go unnoticed.
Yes. She smiles. So, shall we?
If you would.
Please. And she opens the doors to the apartment building. Tower. And you follow her inside, you get to the apartment, and it's completely empty. Except for the room with the teleportation circle. And you get there, you teleport, and you have a good idea that the next time you get to the apartment, there's probably not going to be a thing. Not even the teleportation circle. And
Already hacking?
you appear in the familiar sight of One Eye's hideout with all of his thugs and friends and whatever sitting around, chatting, drinking, laughing, listening to this warm music, and you smell the scent of the flying candles around. It smells like cinnamon.
I'm going to use prestidigitation
On.
on myself, actually.
Okay.
I'm going to use prestidigitation so that each one of my teeny tiny kitty cat footsteps sounds like the boom of a giant drum. Boom, boom, boom.
And as you move through, everyone in the room turns and looks at you. And some of them nod, some of them smile, some of them laugh. Some of them don't give a shit, they just go back to their drinks, getting shit-faced.
Right.
And you get to the door to his...
Who let a cat in here?
You get to the door of his little office. Little. And Lily opens the door. He's in there. You are free to go in.
Fantastic.
And you walk in, the door shuts behind you. It's just you, Barrett, and this big ass beholder with jewelry all around, all on him and around him, and on this circular couch, this big round space for him to sit in. As you come in, all of his eyes just turn to you, and his big eye goes from looking at something in the corner to you. Oh, hello there.
Hello.
Nice seeing you again.
You are a very wonderful person.
Oh, with flattery we begin.
No, I'm simply describing you. You are a wonder to behold. You are an amazing creature in and of yourself. There are things about you that I have not seen on another beast anywhere at all.
You see a couple of his eyes just looking at himself.
This is not flattery. I don't attempt to disarm you. I know better than that. This is simply an observation. I assume one with as many eyes as yourself can understand the need for proper observation of someone. You know, we almost killed him today.
You did more than that. He's not going to recover. Not easily.
When we left, you had offered us a partnership under the guise of us defeating this oh so terrible enemy. And I scoffed at you. Unclear whether you were the greater of two evils. And I have to say, after after seeing a leak up close. He is nowhere near as awesome as you truly are.
He laughs. It starts as a chuckle and goes into a proper laugh. And as you hear the sound coming out of him, it feels like your skin is crawling and needles are being put into it. It's horrible, but somehow beautiful. Seeing this creature just enjoying your words like this.
I came with a bargain today. Though I don't know why. It's quite clear that you have everything you need sitting right inside this room. It's clear to me that nothing I can offer you is something you couldn't get if you waited long enough. Especially with people like us out there doing dirty work for you. I came to offer you a leek's head on a pike. But the way that things are going, whether it's us, or the law, or someone else you've contracted, I'm quite certain at this point that it's going to happen. So, I've decided that that's not something that I have the ability to bargain with anymore. Instead, I've decided to play the game like you play the game. I won't be bargaining in other people. I won't be bargaining in promises that you can only hope to have kept. No, today I bargain in something real. Something hard. Do you know what I was a professor of before I became so cute and cuddly?
Professor Mulder. I honestly have no idea.
Divination was my specialty. I could find things. People. Treasure. I can find the depths of a man's soul if you give me long enough. It is a blessing and a curse. Because as soon as someone is as good as it as I am, everyone tries to hunt you down. Everyone is seeking some glory. Gold. Things like that come easy when you can see the future. But you seem like the kind of person aiming for power more than money. So allow me to add my power to yours.
For the first time, you see his massive body lift up with ease out of the couch and levitate just inches above it. His head tilts slightly towards you, looking down at you with all of the eyes and with the big glowing one in the middle. You see a smile. His beautiful deadly teeth shine through. Yes.
You can have me as your personal gopher, your magic eye, the thing that can see between all the misgivings, the true nature of everyone. You'll have more gold, more power, more control than you've ever had before. I offer you 20 years of my life. Unrestricted, uncontained, under your supreme and utter control. And in exchange, I want you to take me out of this damned fur suit and put me back in the silks I used to wear. Let me show you the depths of my need to pay back such an ultimate betrayal.
He comes down off of the couch.
No one, not a single person alive, gets to walk away after they try to strike me dead. I don't care if you keep him alive in a prison cell for the rest of eternity. He'll know the feeling of his skin being flayed day to day. And he'll know it came because of me.
You see him salivating. He seems to enjoy this visual you described to him. Professor Mulder. We're gonna do great things together.
I wouldn't have it any other way.
This city has a bright future ahead of it. You take Lily. She has information, knowledge. She'll provide that to you. And don't worry. We don't work with papers. Word is all I need. So,
My word is bond, I assure you.
Professor, safe travels.
I'm going to turn and exit.
Do you have still the booming pause?
Boom, boom.
And as you walk away, the door closes, and there stands Lily. Professor?
Hello, child.
Hello. Do you want your group with you? This might be a bit more difficult than you can imagine.
I assume that you've been keeping tabs on them.
Of course. Should we go for the brawn and the brain? Or the beauty?
Well, I don't know if we need any more beauty around here. But I suppose it couldn't hurt. He hops up on Lily's shoulder.
Immediately she gives you scratches.
Yes, pet the kitty. Kitty. You lead the way. I'll clear us a path.
Let's go. Okay, so there's Mulder. Now we go over to Blue. So before we start off, it's dark, very dark. But you can hear everything happening around you. You're not unconscious, you have a bag over your head. You can feel the cloth pressing up against you, and as you breathe, you can feel the warmth of your breath going back on your face. And you hear door opening. You hear huffing of Alik. You hear him sit down. You hear cloth being torn apart. And then you feel a hand on the back of your head, and whoosh, the cloth on your head's gone. And you see it there, Alik, sitting down on a couch in a place you've never been in. You don't know where you are. There are paintings on the walls. There is a carpet under your feet. And he's sitting there on a black couch with golden trimming stuff on it. He's bleeding. And there is an elf tending to his wounds. He winces and you can hear him. Careful. He looks up at you and you see from the corner of your eye a guard standing right next to you. It brings me no joy to see your face beaten like this.
I don't say anything. I just look back at him.
You notice you don't have anything on you. You have clothes.
No bag.
But all of your items are gone. And the only thing you have is the two bracelets together like this.
So were my pockets cleared out as well?
Yep. Everything.
Okay, yep.
Everything you had is gone.
Figures.
He smiles at you. You will sing. As you always do. He looks you up and down. It's a shame. Something so pretty. Gone. So very soon. The elf is standing in his wounds, and you can see on the side of him He's been cut deep. He keeps bleeding. And you can see his form is... It's not as... It doesn't look as strong as it used to. He's kind of leaning on the side. And he looks out of breath.
I'm guessing I have no idea how much time's passed, right?
Nope.
Okay. Clarification, out of character.
Yeah.
What weapon does Rendar use?
Rendar,
Is it a hammer or a
hammer.
great axe?
Hammer.
Okay. Could I tell what this wound was done by?
Sure.
This one that's
Roll
bleeding.
medicine for me.
Yeah, probably not with a 9.
You don't know. It seems like could have been any weapon. Like your friends, your companions were hitting him hard during that fight.
I can't help but smile just a little bit.
He just looks at the guard next to you and with the back of his hand over your face. As you look down, you can see the blood on the ground. You've seen a lot of it, a lot of that. It won't be too long. You will see.
Doesn't matter.
Oh.
They'll finish you.
Sorry? You cut out.
They'll finish you off.
They're torn apart. I will pick them off one by one. I will destroy them. I will. He stops talking. You were always such a beautiful decoration. You look better in my apartment.
Is my tongue or the inside of my mouth bleeding at all?
A little.
Where?
Your
Oh, cool.
cheek,
I'm just
yeah.
gonna spit some blood at him then.
He's kind of far.
It's more at the floor in front of
Okay.
him rather than on him. It's more like an expression of my feelings on the matter. I'm not expecting to actually get him with it.
He looks down. And roll perception for me.
26.
Damn.
I've rolled an 18.
You remember he's a very proud person. Whenever anyone tried anything like this, there were consequences immediately. And you see his muscles tense up as he tries to get up. He doesn't though. Immediately you can see it in his face. He flinches and goes back down on the couch. I wonder
What colour are the carpets that I just spat on just for my own, you know?
White.
Oh, good. Good, good.
I wonder what he does with the bodies after he's done with them. I know where I get rid of them. He remains a mystery. He likes to keep his toys close to him.
Here
You'll meet very soon. He looks around. He should be here in a matter of seconds. And you hear the door open up behind you. And therein comes a person. Sorry. Where's my stuff? There. And there he is. Good day, Bull. It's nice to see you again. And you see, out of the corner of your eye, walk in and walk around you. And he stands there, kind of between you and Alik. He looks boring. He looks like the most regular person you've ever seen. Human, medium long brown hair, kind of getting in his face over there. Brown eyes, nothing special. His lips thin. As you look at them, you wonder, like, it looks like he doesn't even has lips. He looks like a snake in that sense. And white teeth right behind his lips. And as he talks back to Alik, "Good day, sir," you see on the tip of his tongue a golden piercing. And he wears this white shirt, revealing his chest, and from there up his neck, you see a tattoo. It doesn't look like that. It kind of looks like a birthmark. Roll a intelligence check for me.
Straight.
Yeah.
Sure. That'd be a 9. I'm very smart.
You know of dragon marks. This looks like one. Maybe. You haven't seen any dragon mark up close. But
Yeah.
if you were to guess, that's it. That may be it. It's maybe. He looks you up and down, and it's a fine specimen. I could. Wizard? Is he a wizard? Ali looks at you. No. He just sings.
Motherfucker. That's me, not Blue.
He laughs. So, decoration, you said? Yes, decoration. I want to hear him sing anytime I want. I can do. I have some spare record player. Yeah, that's good. That's going to be good. Yeah. Do you have any other wizards? Did you get any? No. You have enough. Are my... He looks at you. Are my soldiers ready? Almost. It takes a while, you know. Getting the parts, gathering enough energy, you know. We don't have the forges like they used to. Those things aren't Warforged. They're very close, but, you know. I know. When? Soon. Be patient. Okay, it's going to happen. I don't have time. No. We'll try harder. That's what I want to hear. Can take him. I don't want to see him again. And the guard next to you just takes you by the hand and pulls you, and you walk out of the room. And as you do, you feel the bag coming back on your head. And you move. You hear 2 sets of footsteps next to you. The guard and probably the person that just walked in. And you move, you go to the left. You take a couple of more steps, go to the left again. And then you hear a door opening on your right. You move in. You walk for a bit. And you hear the door close. It's very quiet in here. You only hear this slight buzzing. And you feel the cloth being pulled away from you, pulled off of you. And what you see is a chair, then some device, and then you see a table. And on top of it, a record player. And as you look over in the corners of the room, it seems like all kinds of metal and parts. It looks like legs and hands and some torsos and heads. It looks like someone just threw it in here because it was useless and they kept it there. The guard pulls you towards the chair, puts you on it, straps you in, and before you stands the human, kind of looking at you, playing with his chin.
Are my hands still together, or
Not now.
Are
They
deactivate that?
Yeah.
Okay.
You sit there. The guard walks over to the person. Bull. You can leave for a bit. I want to see. He opens the door and you hear him take like a step or two, probably standing right next to the door outside. You can sing. Why don't you sing for me? You don't have to RP that, you can just say that you do.
No, I'm considering something. Yeah, no, I start singing, just something low, and I hit a high note and I cast Shatter on this motherfucker just to make a point.
Okay. Does he have to roll against it or something?
It's a con save.
Okay. I guess he fails.
He takes 12 points of thunder damage.
Suddenly this booming sound comes out of your mouth and he grabs his ears and you can see him winking and taking a couple of steps back and you see blood coming out of his ears. Ah. You little shit.
Fuck you.
Oh, you wish.
You're really not my type.
Shame. Really?
For you, maybe.
Yeah. Well. And right at that point, as that happens, the guard just rushes in, sword in hand. Calm the fuck down. Nothing's happening. It's okay. let's just like come chill out. We've been doing this for way too long. Come on. The guard sighs. Can hear him. You can see him being frustrated.
Have I got any ability to like twist my hands where they're tied to the chair? Is it like iron or rope or leather
It's
straps?
leather. It's
Can I
very tight.
Could I twist my hand around like from down to up?
Roll a strength check.
I'm not trying to get out of it. I'm
I
literally
know.
just trying to
I
rotate
know.
it.
I know. I know.
Wouldn't that be dexterity?
Then dexterity.
Thank you. This is purely for flavor, yo. That's just a dex check, 16.
Okay, you managed to do that.
Cool. I flip the guard the bird. Just
Oh, he's a funny one. Look at him. He's a funny one. Wow, nice, nice. Huh? Shame. Well, breaking you would be so much fun.
You've got a high opinion of yourself.
Oh. Anyone who's like me does, honey.
What do you mean, like you? What are you?
Some would say royalty, not really.
What does that even mean?
Someone with skills.
Ooh.
Oh, yes, I know. Guard, come on. The guard walks over to you, takes these, we would say electrodes. And,
Wicked.
yeah, puts it on your head and on your
Like temples.
Temples, yeah, like that.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to sting a little. Then it's going to hurt a little bit more. Then it's going to feel like your insides are burning and you're about to burst. But don't worry, it should get worse than that. You'll like just experience it. It's going to be fun.
You're not nearly as scary as you think you are.
Oh, I don't give a shit. Goodbye. And see you never. And they both walk out of the door, close it.
Mm-hmm.
And the humming you heard starts to wind up. And as he said, you feel the sting in your temples. And all of a sudden, from there, this buzzing washes over you. And it feels like you're being tugged at your essence, at your spirit, and it's being dragged out. What's your passive perception?
18.
18, okay. You hear this clanging, and as you try to look over, you see the trash move, and from it stands up this mechanical person. It doesn't look like a warforged. It looks very similar, but it looks like a poor guy's warforged.
Sure.
It's very thin. It has basically no armor on itself. It's just a skeleton of it. And one of its legs is so thin it barely stands on it. So every time it takes a step, it tries to like not fall on the ground. And it gets over to you. You see the two eyes glowing with bright blue light, and it takes one of the electrodes and just pulls it away. Takes the other one, pulls it away too. And you hear it. It's breathing, it doesn't seem to, like, the thing actually needs to breathe. It seems like there's someone inside it, and it's the not memory.
Someone who used to have to breathe.
Yeah, and you hear that, and it takes the straps and it very slowly gets you out of them, and stands there. And I couldn't watch you anymore like that. I can't. You need to leave.
Who are you?
I don't remember.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I want to take him with me. You made a sad robot, Tom. I'm very upset with you. Oh my god, that's worse than the torture part. Ooh.
Go.
Is there anything in this room I can use as a weapon?
You could take one of the hands and try to bludgeon someone with it.
With
but...
my strength score, I really couldn't.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, shit. Long. I've only had a short rest, right?
Yep.
What?
How many?
Oh,
How many action points do you have?
7.
You can pay 1 action point for 1 spell slot, 2 action points for 2nd spell slot, 3 action points for 3rd spell slot. If you can have them, you can like restore them by that.
okay. What was the cost again? Sorry.
1
for 1.
1 for
1
1,
for
2
level 1.
for level 2, 3 for level 3, and so on and so forth.
Okay. Okay.
That's a new mechanic every one of you can use.
Because basic action points are just yeah.
Okay. I will burn 3 action points
Okay.
to get a level 1 and a level 2.
All right.
And I'm going to go to the door, and before going through it, I'm going to activate the Whisper Blossom,
Which is
my
oh yeah.
my magic earring.
Mm-hmm.
It gives +1 to perception checks, and it allows me to listen in. I'm basically like using it to see if I can hear anything on the other side of the door, or like nearby.
Yeah. You don't hear anyone. You don't even hear breathing on the other side of the door. You hear footsteps, but they seem to be in a different hallway. In a different words.
Okay. All right then. I'm gonna turn back briefly to the not quite Warforged. How big is it? Bear in mind, I'm like 5'2". I am a very small boy. Well, boy, young man.
7.5, about.
Brad. Fuck it. I will fly up just enough and press a kiss against its forehead.
Oh. It leans into it and looks at you. Cocks its head over to the side.
I wish I knew your name.
next two of us.
You should try and get up too.
You hear this. You hear like it try to chuckle.
Mm-hmm.
It's better for me to be among the trash.
I hate you. I hate so much about what you stand for. Oh my god. I find a piece of sharp metal in the room quickly.
Okay.
I cut a piece of my hair off.
Okay.
And I tie it around its wrist.
It looks at it.
Like, and I'm just like,
looking.
you're not trash.
It doesn't say anything. It turns around and goes back to the piles of material and burrows in.
I cast invisibility on myself and I leave.
Make a stealth check with advantage for me.
26.
26, okay. Damn. You open the door very slowly. It doesn't even make a sound. And you are in a hallway. And you see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 other doors. And over to the right side, over to one end of this, there's a just a door frame, no door, just a frame where there should be. It's just open, probably so that the guards can just look in and go on. Same thing on the left side.
Okay, I'm gonna start checking doors.
Okay.
Like listening at the. I listen. I'll listen first before I need to find my stuff. I don't know where either of those things are.
Okay.
I just know that I don't want to go back to the room where I came from.
Okay. You go over to each and every one of them. You hear just the buzzing. But behind one of them you hear breathing.
So they were buzzing behind all of the doors?
Yes.
And behind this one. Do I hear buzzing in this one as well?
Yes, also, yeah.
I go inside.
Okay. You open the door, you get inside. The only light source is the device in the middle of the room. You can see, again, just pieces of mechanical parts all around the room. And on the left side of the device is, you know, the like the table, no, not a table, like how would you say it? Like a hospital bed, but just a piece of wood, and standing up like this, and strapped to it is a mechanical torso without one arm, and with the right arm just to like the elbow.
Yeah.
You see the head there, and you see the two blue lights, not flashing, but like
Flickering
kind of, yeah.
Like a candle does, like that sort of.
Yes.
Okay. Is the breathing coming from that? I hate everything. Cool. Great and good. Great and good. And it's just a torso
Yeah.
and a head and
Yeah.
half arms. Fuck! Okay. Has it had any kind of recognition to me being there? Okay. I'll leave again.
As you're leaving, it kind of hears your footsteps.
It does? That's
Yeah.
impressive.
Is that you? Are you there? I don't
Who
even
do you think
remember
it
your
is?
name. Sorry?
I said, who do you think it is?
My student? No. Someone. Don't point at me. Don't point at me.
What's your name?
I don't remember.
What do you remember?
School. University.
Were you a teacher?
Maybe.
Yep, no, fuck it, because I'll hate myself if I don't ask. Are you Daxathar?
That sounds familiar.
Okay. Do I still have my cloak on? Or like my coat, basically. Was it? I know everything. You said I had lost everything, but like stuff-wise.
You would have your cloak, yeah.
I'm just trying to figure out what sort of shit I have on. I probably have a waistcoat on. Okay, how big is this head and torso?
It's quite big. It's basically
How big?
half of your body.
Okay. Okay.
Are you going to Chewy C3PO?
I am gonna fucking wrap this up in my cloak and fucking fashion a fucking baby sling. I'm gonna papoose this shit. I am fucking taking this with me.
What's your strength?
Like at least 18. I'll use my mage hand to help. It can carry 10 pounds.
Well...
What's my carry? Right. Let me look up how much weight I can carry. I need to take this with me. Now I'm looking. Now I have to. You did this. You did this. I can see Nairi's face right now. You did this.
Yeah, I can see her too.
Yeah, but you're heartless, whereas I actually give a shit. Sorry, I'm genuinely looking this up.
You know what?
Strength score times 15.
Okay, so 6 times 15.
So 90 pounds?
Yes.
Okay. How much is 90 pounds in kilos?
Not loads. 90 pounds is like a 17-year-old girl. Like it's not a lot.
40 kilograms.
There you go.
Hmm.
That's 10 pounds being carried by Mage Hand. It's a team effort.
45.3 kilograms.
you know, before you try this,
Okay.
you are not able to carry this torso. It looks way heavier. It's...
Is there a way for me to detach the head?
There is no sword or any thing you could, like, cleave it off.
I meant like a wrench. Like,
Wrench?
it's made of metal, right?
Yeah. But it seems pretty heftily, joined together.
Okay. Okay.
You could certainly try.
Yeah, no, the face you're pulling right now, and the fact that I had to just look all that shit up. Yeah, okay. I think I would possibly try it and realize it wasn't going to happen. I sort of slumped to the ground with this head and torso in front of me. Still invisible, by the way.
Yep.
So that's probably really weird for it, but it was responding to my voice more than anything anyway.
It doesn't seem to see you.
Okay. I say quietly, if you are Daxathar, do you know Matilda?
You see the eyes light up more. Maybe.
She's my friend. She's looking for you.
Doesn't say anything.
Do you want me to take a message?
Don't try.
Okay. I leave.
You get out of the door. Make another. You know what? It still works.
I'll roll it.
26. Well, okay,
Okay.
then roll it. Yeah.
Do you want me to...
I believe they're not going to fucking see you with advantage.
22.
22.
It's slightly less stealthy because I'm trying not to cry.
You are right next to the door opening, the door frame that was on the right side from you.
Okay.
You
I
walk
peek
through?
round.
Okay.
Yeah.
You walk through that, and over on the left side you see it going for another couple of feet and then disappearing into a corner.
Okay.
You also on the left side see a door with one guard standing right next to it. Over to the
Okay.
right side, there's a corner, but it doesn't disappear there immediately. The wall is kind of round and goes to a point until it disappears behind another wall.
I'll go that way first.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
The curving to a point rather than towards the guard at a door or by a door.
Okay, you go to the right, and immediately behind the corner, over to the right side, you see two guards chatting together. They are kind of whispering. They seem to be talking about food, about one of the guards' lady friend, about some card game, and it goes on. It goes there, the hallway, and then you can go like next to the rounding wall.
Okay. I'm really bad at spatial awareness, so
Uh,
I'm sorry in advance.
okay.
No,
It's okay.
It's fine. I'll just get lost. It's fine. It's very in character. Yeah, I'll follow it round.
You follow it around, and on the right side of the wall, you see another door, and right in front of it, not next to it, but right in front of it, stands a guard. And over from the guard, where the round wall goes to a point, there's another door. It seems heavier. It seems like it's made out of sturdier wood than the other doors that you've seen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like it's a two-wing door.
Yeah. Does it appear from here to be locked? Like, if I was to bear in mind I'm invisible, I'm not gonna...
Yeah.
I'm gonna get up close. I am proficient with thieves' tools.
You get up
I don't
close.
have any.
You get
I don't
up
have
close.
any on me.
You get up close. You hear footsteps in the background. The guards patrolling. Me? No. Going away from you. But you pass the guard, and basically mirrored where you've been on the other side is the same kind of door with a guard standing in front of it also. It seems like behind you, you're looking at the two-winged door. Yeah.
Yes.
And behind you, it seems like there's some kind of a room or something they're guarding, probably. It's in this shape, kind of. It's like this, and there's a wall. You're kind of at the point here, looking at the door that's up here.
So this is sort of like the furthest I can get down the corridor. Yes, it ends with these double doors. But right behind me is a guard in front of another door.
Yep. Right, like over to your right and left shoulder, there are two guards.
Okay. Cool. This is so great. Would I know from the description you gave me about coming here, which was after leaving a leaks room, which was a left and a left?
Yes.
Am I back there?
No.
Or, okay, cool.
From what you remember, you're probably on the opposite side of this place.
Okay, I'm gonna move. Basically, I want to, like, what is there anything on the ceiling, like sconces, or is there any rafters or anything like that? Is it just like smooth polished stone? Yeah. What is the top of the doorway like? Is there like a lintel or anything like that, or is it totally flush?
Totally flat, nothing like that.
Okay. Is there anywhere I could get to in this little stretch where if I was to become visible, I wouldn't be seen straight away? Or would I need to sort of double back a little?
If you became visible, they would probably see you.
Yeah.
You could try open the door and like get through somehow without them noticing. You would have to be really stealthy.
Okay, I am gonna, because you didn't say I didn't have this, so I'm gonna take off one of my earrings, my regular earrings.
Okay.
And fling it as hard as I can down the corridor away from me.
Okay.
Just to make a noise that they will look at, and then while they're distracted, duck inside the double doors.
The guard that you fling it towards, basically, and past him, looks over, takes the sword and walks there. The other guy looks the direction where you basically are, and then in a split second looks on the other side. If you want to go, you should go right now.
I do. Do you want me to roll stealth?
Yes, please. Without advantage, because...
I'm invisible.
Yeah, but you're trying to open a door.
But you have advantage when you're on stealth checks if you're
Sure,
invisible.
let's go with advantage then.
Because then I got a natural 20.
You little shit. Okay.
I wouldn't have rolled it twice, but yeah, I wouldn't have minded taking a slight deduction for it.
You push through the door, push past it, it closes, you make no sound, and you seem to be in like a carved out cavern path. It goes to the left and somewhere, and you can smell sewers.
Okay. I could go right or left.
No, only left. There's just, it goes
Okay.
one way.
Then I go left.
Go left, you get to the sewers, and as you turn the corner, there in front of you stands Lily with a cat on her shoulder and a beret right behind her.
Without even I said, motherfucker. And I drop the invisibility.
You drop the invisibility and she stands there just stunned, looking straight at you.
Hey.
Shh.
I say.
What?
I said it quietly. The motherfucker was probably quite loud though.
Hey. What are you doing here? What are you doing here?
Escaping? What the fuck are you doing here?
Saving you?
Oh, well, great job. Shall we go?
Yeah?
Okay.
Professor?
Yes.
We going?
For now.
Okay. And you turn around and go. And this is where we are going to end our session today.
Tom! I swear!
Fucking hell.
All of you were amazing. I love this fucking RP. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh, I had too much fun.
I'm glad you escaped, since Rindar was very wrong about how that was going to go down for Blue.
So,
It went very differently to how I thought it was going to go. So.
anyone in chat, anyone watching, thank you for being here. Thank you for sticking with us through this session, and I hope you have a great rest of the day, if it's an evening or a morning or other-ing. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.